Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon match. Today, from Katowice 2023, it's going to be Serral versus ByuN from the playoff. Bottom right, it is ByuN, number 3 ranked on a Ligulac, and top left, it is Serral, ranked somewhere in the top 5. Ligulac rankings do change, and that's the point of it. So it's going to be Serral versus ByuN here from the World Championship playoff. I do love Katowice. I watched a bunch of matches, and I'm looking forward to cast some that I didn't get to see live. All right, so Terror the Overlord moving out. Check out Terror the Overlord merch at falconpaladin.store. That's right, Terry. Your handsome face is on a t-shirt, and 2 t-shirts, actually, and a mug. So check it out, falconpaladin.store. We'll ship anywhere on Earth except for North Korea. Not sure if North Koreans even have access to YouTube. And hatch first here from Serral. No proxies. Is this a command center first play here from ByuN? It is. Woohoo! Terrans everywhere are cheering because this is very, very hard to punish. Unless you blindly go pool first as a Zerg player. And the pool is not first. The pool is second here for Serral. And again, this is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month, I do appreciate each and every one of you who are a patron of mine. And if you're watching this the week of February the 17th, thank you again. And if you're watching this in the month of March 2023 or later, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 5 times a week or more with incredible StarCraft 2 content. Been casting since 2015. Oh, so 2 racks opening here with 2 gas. Reapers? A reactor coming down. I don't know what this build is. Here from ByuN. 2 gas, not fully saturating the second gas. Okay, so 4 workers on gas here. A reactor coming down, and maybe just Mass Reaper? A Mass Reaper opening? I haven't seen one of those for a very, very long time. But ByuN did popularize it back in 2012 or 2013 or so. And a tech lab. So I guess these are just Marines. Yeah. I guess the gas was for the reactor and the tech lab and a factory. Okay. Everything's all right here. Third base coming in. You'd think these rocks would block the expansion, but nope. Just flat rocks, I guess. A little bit of an optical illusion, right? So the Zergling comes up and says, okay, so 2 racks, Marines already out, no Reaper. Aggression. Well, aggression is standard in TVZ, but what kind of aggression? Maybe an early stim timing. Is this going to be a starport? Yes, it is. Starport. Ahoy! Ahoy! A starport, and then making a reactor. Yeah, so we're going to reactor onto the starport, get some medevacs out, and maybe go for a bit of an earlier timing than the 6, 7, 8 minute normal timing in TVZ. I say normal, but like, Is there normal timing for that attack? Oh, doesn't finish the supply depot. SCV gets picked off. Serral shows up with 3 lings. I love this SCV is like, all right, poke, done. Supply depot ready to rock. That's so funny. All right, so I think Serral's got a pretty good idea of what's going on here. I think he sniffed this out. He's like, all right, bunch of Marines reactored. Tech lab out there too. Going to be an early stim timing with some medevac support. And yep, here we go. So this is way, way earlier than the 6, 7 minute timing play. ByuN's going to try to catch Serral off his guard, but see those lings. Just more scouting from Serral, recognizing, okay, that's what's up. Let's go ahead and get a Baneling Nest started. Is not going to be ready for when these Marines arrive, that's for sure. Double medevac on the way. There's really not much else ByuN can do here. Queen's in position because, again, these are Marines that don't have any upgrades yet, but it is a stim timing. So he's going to show up. He's going to stim. His medevacs will be here if the timing works out. It takes a minute for medevacs to produce, obviously, because they're such good units. I mean, they provide healing and transportation. Whose idea was that? Somebody who's probably not with Blizzard anymore is my guess. And here we go. So medevac's moving out. Marines not ready to move it until their medevacs come in here. No combat shield on these guys, but stim is done. So the timing didn't perfectly line up there. And this is just buying... The Baneling nest is done. This is buying time for the Banelings to come out. This is buying time for the Queens to gather, for the Queen count to get up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this went as well for ByuN as he wanted it to, but he's got a ton of Marines. He's got 19 Marines with stim, with medevacs, combat shields on the way. Might be involved in this battle depending on how long it goes, but Queens have the high ground. And Anakin doesn't try it in this scenario. He just backs on out. Speaking of Star Wars, I have been watching the new season of The Bad Batch on Disney+. It's been okay. Been pretty good so far. Kind of interesting, pretty action-packed. Season 1 was all right. I don't know. I'm going for Season 2, hoping it gets better. And so far, I'd say it is. Like, at least the first episode was kind of better than I expected it to be based on my feelings for Season 1. Anyway. So then a drop comes in. I don't think Serral saw this until now. Okay, Marines are inside the house. Run! The Lings, they have no upgrades yet. They don't have armor. They don't have an attack upgrade. Banelings are a good answer here, though. So it's a 6-minute drop, intriguingly. Which ByuN just backs out. You got 3 drones, but that's not really going to do it, my guy. Not at all. Oh, boy. Thanks to everyone who's a channel member, too. I always remember to thank the patrons in these games, but some people just want to be a member and support me monetarily every month here on the YouTube channel directly through Google or YouTube or however you want to see it. So thanks to everybody who's doing that, too. You guys are fantastic. I love y'all. Okay, these Marines are not going to get much done. I guess, is that 3 more drones down? Yeah, so 4 more drones killed, actually. So a total of 7. And then, bad pathing. These Lings having a struggle bus there. Is the 3rd base in trouble? That's why this wall of supply depots is up. That's why Widow Mines are out from ByuN. This group, man. Oh, medevac full of dudes just died. That was going to die too. Okay, losing your first 2 medevacs sucks. He's only got 2 now. He should have 4, but that's just been cut directly in half. I don't know, man. This Ling wants that Widow Mine to fire on it, and the Widow Mine's like, no. Must unburrow. Must not fire. Creep tumors scanned. Going down. Ling showing up. Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. Ugh, everybody gets picked up. Whew. Sometimes dudes get left behind. That's really sad stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think ByuN is getting as much damage as he needs to. We're 7 minutes into this thing. Zerg players 136 supply. Income is pretty heavily in the red over the last 5 minutes here. ByuN got a 3rd base down. But, I mean, Serral's pretty much fully on 4 bases at this stage. He's got a lair. He's working on a range upgrade for Hydras. Hydroling Bane probably going into Lurkers would be my guess of how this whole thing works. ByuN's got 2 separate armies, left side or right side. And it's so funny to me when people, Brood War fans, are like, oh, StarCraft 2, just one giant death ball attacking another giant death ball. Have you watched a TVZ in the last 5 years? That's not how it works. It's really not. We have separate armies in different locations. You got to scout them out. You got to split your army in different places. There's run-bys happening. There's scouting happening. I mean, it's definitely a lot harder to cast than just, oh, there's one army versus another army. And Serral is just the king at this. He's the one who pioneered the defend, 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 defend. Whatever Terran's trying to do to you, defend it, rebuff it, just macro up the whole time. It's hard to do. You have to know how to split your army between 2 locations, between 3 locations, sometimes between 4 locations if you're worried about getting dropped, and Serral just knows how to do it. He can handle it no problem. Marauders being introduced because the Banelings are real, and the Marauders absorbing Baneling shots are awesome, and they've always been awesome since the history of StarCraft 2. The Marauders aren't in the front, so yeah, this is just every time ByuN's tried to move out, it really hasn't gone well for him. Serral's not overextending either. Serral's like, no, we're good, everybody. Don't you worry about me. I got it handled, and he does so far. Drop tries to move in, but remember when Serral was ready for it? Yes, he was. Drop doesn't get anything done at all. Yeah, this is bad news. Bears here on Gresvan. I think that's how you say that anyway. It's a new map. Lings rolling in, getting that full surround. And even, I don't know, even without Banelings, you're kind of awesome in that scenario. With the upgrades, we're seeing 1-1 upgrades on these Lings and these Banes working on 2-2. 2-2 finishing up for the Marines and Marauders. here from ByuN and any ghosts, which we should start to see as long as, well, no matter what's happening here. Hydraling Bane, snipes can be used against Hydras, against Vipers. Right, we'll see if we start getting ghosts here or not. And this has just been an absolute, just a knockdown, drag 'em out fight between these two players. Lings come in to see, does ByuN have a fourth base? He does. Up the right side, +3 attack getting started from ByuN. Hive on the way from Serral. Not much going on inside the main base of ByuN. I think he's worried about this getting dropped, honestly. Like, a lot of his production's kind of out in the front, which is interesting. Pushing in, he's got a big, scary Marine Marauder army here, though. Marauders in the front, gonna take out a Queen. Okay, but Lings and Banes against the Marauders. The Banelings want to explode behind the Marauders. Can't quite get those connections. Am I seeing Infestors or am I imagining stuff? That's not Infestors at all. Okay. Sniping an Extractor. And then Serral on the other side of the map. Lings and Banes to take down this base, which isn't even a planetary. Unloads inside the main base. ByuN does with a big army of Marines and Marauders. Is there enough to hold against the reinforcing Lings and Hydras and Banes that are coming in? Not really, no. That's a lot of Hydras. And this group actually kills 13 SCVs, but doesn't kill the Orbital Command because it can lift. That is the benefit to having an Orbital over a planetary. Baneling's getting some connections, but a lot of Terran is here. And they're stutter stepping forward. Widowmine just took down 2 Overseers, I think. Whoa! Absolute chaos right here. Ugh. 167 and 165 supply. ByuN is playing really well. Serral's defending like a boss. He hasn't lost a base yet, which is a big deal at a TVZ. ByuN can play as well as he can, and if he doesn't kill any bases, it looks pretty bad. Double gas inside the main killed. There's still about 2,000 gas left in total on these assimilators. Well, geysers, I guess they're called. More Banelings roll into that fourth base of ByuN's, killing 5 more SCVs at 79 to 52 workers. Serral has a big-time lead here. ByuN falling back, and this is just where a pit forms in your stomach if you're a Terran player. You're just like, okay, this is not great. I've done a really pretty good job just making some good trades here today. 14,000 resources lost from Serral and 10,000 from ByuN. But I haven't slowed down the Zerg army, or Zerg economy, as much as I want. 17 drones have died. I haven't killed any hatches at all. I keep trying to drop, but Serral is consistently on top of that. ByuN trying to find some kind of an avenue wherein he can get this done, where he can make it happen, Captain. But I just don't know. I just don't know if such a thing exists at this point in time, you know? What can we find? What can we do? Widowmine gets a nice connection, but Serral's got 800 minerals in the bank. He's maxed out. He can replace those, no big deal. He's getting Adrenal. He's working on +3 ground Carapace. He's already got, actually going for not +3 melee attack, which is interesting because he's, you know, got 79 Lings here, so they could really benefit, but I guess we're going for missile attack upgrades instead and just getting Adrenal to try to make up the difference. This group sneaking on in, and are they going to find, nope, they're not going to find too much damage. Going into the main base is a death knell for sure. Clearing out creep. It can feel a little bit helpless, a little bit pointless, but holding, clearing the creep, pushing back. Mass Hydra actually doesn't scale incredibly well against Marine Marauder Medevac. That's why generally we see lurkers in this situation. This group, their Medevac got picked off and they got killed behind the Extractor. At this, I think it's a fourth base from Serral. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Serral's expanded a whole bunch here. I don't know. ByuN actually... Okay, ByuN taking some stuff up. He's rebuilding. Not really rebuilding. He's just kind of resaturating this base. He's expanding here, too. I like that. This map has a lot of things that kind of look blue, so it's kind of hard for me to keep track of ByuN's movements here. Ton of creep tumors went down. I mean, that is 73 creep tumors died today, but there are still 32. Good number. Lurker Den coming in from Serral. Oh, Ling group going in. This is why you want a planetary. You need to force the Zerg player to commit to more than just like 15 Lings to wipe out your SCV line, you know? That's why that should be a planetary. Although it's got its, you know, you can lift if Banelings come in, but I don't know. Viper's on the way. First spellcasters of the day we're getting from Serral. Losing. Okay, one of the Vipers gets a Blinding Cloud down, but dies. That's not exactly ideal for the Viper. Again, Vipers, when they cast in the current patch, they have I believe it's a 1.5 second cooldown before they can move or cast another spell. So Vipers can't fly in here, boom, Blinding Cloud, and just soar away again. Or do 2 quick Abducts or 2 quick Blinding Clouds. It's a Blinding Cloud, wait for 1.5 seconds, Blinding Cloud again. Maybe it's not 1.5, maybe it's like 1, but, you know, it's a decent delay here at the pro level, without a doubt. More ghosts, Burrow coming in here too, and Ling Spades fired away Marauders. I don't know about this battle. Oh, that battle gets wiped out by, I don't know. I mean, it is ByuN getting chased down. Banelings are exploding on Marauders. Serral don't care. He's up 183 to 145 supply. He's got a bank, 3,600 minerals, and about 1,000 gas in his bank. He's continuing to get upgrades. +2 missile attack, adaptive talons, lurker eggs coming in to try to defend this attempt to expand up to the top 11 o'clock position from Serral. Will he be able to get there? We'll have to wait and see, won't we? But ByuN expanding here is a big deal. ByuN expanding here would be good. This Ling would scout that for sure. Couple lurkers, no, bad. Lurkers, I'm not sure he needed to scan there, but just in case he did, better safe than sorry. And save the hatch. Nope, can't save the hatch. Too much 3-3 Marauder and Marine here. This group decides, nope, to unload and then reload and get out of there. As they do, ghosts. Ghosts in production. There are some of them in this army too. And I guess, you know, you're going to snipe, right? Snipe against the lurkers is their main purpose. Serral expanding to down here at about the 7 o'clock spot and re-expanding up to the 11 o'clock spot too. So he really wants to make sure he's got his left half of the map here. I mean, ByuN's got several empty positions, and by that I mean like 3? 3 empty positions to fully claim his half of the map. So economically it looks like this. Lots of red up on that income advantage tab. Alright, Serral says we're at 16 minutes. I haven't really been able to break this guy yet. Widowmine connection, not the hottest one of all time. Nidus Network maybe can pull this off. Baneling busting a planetary is every Zerg's favorite thing to do. Actually, I can't speak for all Zergs. And Ling's getting into this base too. My gosh. So planetary down. Only 6 SCVs overall die, though. That's pretty good. This group on the bottom side is trying to win. No, Widowmines can't connect. That guy manages to burrow. Hasn't killed anything at all. ByuN is fighting hard. He's getting cloaked for his ghosts. He's making more of them. Really not that many lurkers out. There are absolutely 0 lurkers, actually, from our dude Serral, intriguingly enough. Marauders trying to take down that hatchery. They did it once. Can they do it again? I don't know about that. The Banelings are just rolling in. These Lings, 2-3 Lings on top of your SCVs. How many SCVs do you need to kill this many Lings that are fully upgraded? Way too many, but it does get cleaned out. The stutter stepping from the major army here from ByuN. Getting some work done. Sniping a bunch of Hydras. That's what we're talking about. Banelings not getting target fire. Too many Hydras here. 196 to 130 supply. It is suddenly not going particularly well for ByuN. He's lost a base. He's lost a ton of SCVs. Does he have additional command centers to make up for the lack of SCVs? He's got some orbitals that getting used mules for. Yes. Trying to get snipes off. This might just be it for Terran fans. 192 to 122 supply here. 104 to 70 supply. This Baneling group will do nothing except die and run. One Baneling managed to get out of there. Lings rolling up. They're going to take the long way around, and this base is going to die again. This is why you make this a planetary, because these Ling run-bys into your 4th base that is not a planetary is bad, and that's a GG! Serral takes the win here in 1857. Woof! An absolutely crazy display of TVZ there from Serral. What a Patreon game. That was amazing. Woof. Oh, man. I'm looking at it. I'm feeling, I don't know, like Terran fans are not very happy about this. Zerg Cabal comments. I'm going to have to see them. 56 SCVs versus 18 drones down. 1 hatch went down. That's not going to do it for a 20-minute game from against Serral, especially as a Terran player. Only 2 lurkers remain. So Lingbane, Hydra, Viper. I don't think we saw many abducts. Just maybe 1 or 2 blinding clouds. And 17 ghosts went down. Just reduced to snipe and Hydralisks. I don't know. But again, not much damage was done to Serral in the first 10 minutes of this game, so I feel like this is a foregone conclusion. If you can't do much damage to a Zerg player in the early game, you have your work cut out for you. That is certainly the case. 38,000 resources lost from Serral, 34,000 lost from ByuN, and it's just Hydraling Bane. 76 Banelings lost, 182 Marines went down, 22 medevacs went down. There was only 1 left. 1 medevac, 1 marine, 2 marauders, and 5 widow mines. And yeah, Serral, when he's on, he is on. His ZVT looks so very, very, very good. Oh, yeah. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what Serral's all about here. I mean, we're just woof. That if I sound speechless, it's because I am. I mean, I don't think I've seen ByuN look this bad in the last 12 months. He's been so good, even in TVZs. But Serral's ZVT lately has just been better. It's just been that much better, and that's insane. So GG to him. He gets that win. And better luck next time. You're going to have a lot of chances to play against Serral, that's for sure. But yeah, Serral's just got bases here, here, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got 8. He's got his half of the map. 8 bases. Huge map. Gresvan. And defended against drops so darn well. ByuN tried going for that early kind of Marine medevac timing push with Stim, but Serral sniffed it out. He had Lings here. He ran Lings up here. He just saw it coming. He knew what it was. He got a Ling all the way up this ramp to see the double racks with the tech lab and the reactor and said, okay, that's what this is. And he was ready for it. He had queens at the top of his ramp, good positioning. He understands the map. And from there, ByuN was like, I gambled. I gambled and I lost. Hate that. So that's the nature of StarCraft. You drop one, but you've got so many more times to try and beat him. So that's going to be it from me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void and a Patreon cast. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw, what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.